To make a fruit and nut chocolate bar, Oliver requires the ratio of 2 grams of fruit, 3 grams of nut, 5 grams of chocolate. If he has 23 grams of fruit, 28 grams of nuts, and 41 grams of chocolate, what is the maximum weight of complete chocolate bars he can make in grams? So before answering this question, we need to make sure that we understand what it means. So let's go back over it. So we know that Oliver is making a chocolate bar. So let's draw the chocolate bar. For him to make one, let me do a little bit of a better job of that. For Oliver to make one chocolate bar, the ingredients that he needs are 2 grams of fruit. So we've got 2 grams of fruit. And he needs 3 grams of nuts and 5 grams of chocolate. So let me see, 2 grams of fruit. We'll put our F over there for fruit. 3 grams of nuts and 5 grams of chocolate. And that's just to create one bar. So we understand this part. Let's go on to the next part. If Oliver has 23 grams of fruit, so we've got 23 grams of fruit. If he has 28 grams of nuts and 41 grams of chocolate, what is the maximum weight? So let me just write this in first. So 23 grams of fruit, we have 28 grams of nuts, and we've got 41 grams of chocolate. So let's just go over that little bit again. If Oliver wants to make one bar, he needs 2 grams of fruit, 3 grams of nut, 5 grams of chocolate. Oliver actually has a lot more than that. He's got 23 grams of fruit, 28 grams of nuts, and 41 grams of chocolate. So that means he can make more than one bar. But if he makes more than one bar, he has to have the same ratio. Okay, so for every 2 grams of fruit, he uses 3 grams of nuts and 5 grams of chocolate. That's fine. What are they asking us next? What is the maximum weight? So what's the heaviest of complete chocolate bars he can make? There are actually 2 questions in this really that we need to answer before we find out the weight. One is, how many bars can Oliver make? How many bars of chocolate can Oliver make if he has these ingredients on my right? How many of these can he make? And then what do they weigh? So what is the weight of the biggest amount of chocolate bars he can make? Before we continue, how much does one chocolate bar weigh? Well, we've got 5 grams, 3 grams, and 2 grams. So that weighs 10 grams. And we'll use this later. So let's find out, first of all, how many chocolate bars can Oliver make? So if one bar uses 2 grams of fruit, 3 grams of nuts, 5 grams of chocolate, how many would 2 bars make? 2 bars would make, well, let's multiply this by 2. So if we multiply it by 2, we've got 2 bars would make 3 grams. Sorry, 2 bars for 2 bars, we would need 4 grams of fruit. For 2 bars, we would need 6 grams of nuts. For 2 bars, we would need 10 grams of chocolate. So that's for 2 bars. Do we have enough ingredients for 2 bars? Of course we have. We've got 4 grams of fruit, and here we've got 23 grams. We need, for 2 bars, 6 grams of nuts, but here we've got 28 grams. And we need 10 grams of chocolate, but here we've got 41 grams. So we've loads of fruit, nut, and chocolate to use up. Let's see how many would we need for 3 bars. Well, for 3 bars, let's multiply 3 by 2. We would need 6 grams. 3 by 3, we would need 9. 3 by 5, 15. That will give us 3. 4 bars. So 4 twos are 8. 4 threes are 12. 4 fives are 20. 5 bars, how much would we need? How many ingredients? 5 twos are 10. So I'm multiplying 5 by this. Okay. 5 threes are 15. And 5 fives are 25. And we still have enough ingredients to cover 5 bars if we wanted 6 bars of chocolate. So 6 twos are 12 grams we need of fruit. For 6 bars of chocolate, we need 18 grams of nuts. And 6 fives are 30. We would need 30 grams of chocolate. Let's keep going. For 7 bars, we would need 7 twos are 14. 7 threes are 21. 7 fives are 35. For 8 bars of chocolate, we would need 8 twos are 16. 8 threes are 24. 8 fives are 40. Let's see what we would need for 9 bars of chocolate. So 9 twos are 18 grams of fruit. We would need 9 threes are 27 grams of nuts. And how much chocolate? 9 fives are 45 grams of chocolate. I've noticed something a bit that's not going to work. Have you? For 9 bars, we would need 18 grams of fruit. Do we have 18 grams of fruit? We do. We've more than 18 grams of fruit. So we can make 9 bars. We need 27 grams of nuts. Ah, yes, we've got 28 grams of nuts. So we have enough nuts to make and some left over. Chocolate, though, we need 40 to make 9 bars. We need 45 grams of chocolate. And we've only 41. Well, Oliver has only 41 grams of chocolate. So that means he would not have enough chocolate to make 9 bars. So let's get rid of that. Let's see, has he enough ingredients all around to make 8 bars? So we've got 16 grams. Yes, we've 23. He has 23 grams. So it's loads of fruit. He needs 24 grams of nuts for 8 bars. And he's got 28 grams here. He's loads. He needs 40 grams for chocolate. And he's 41. So he can make 8 bars. And of course, he's going to have 1 gram of chocolate left over. He's going to have 4 grams of nuts. He's going to have a good bit of fruit left over, but not enough to make 9 bars. So he can put the rest of those ingredients he doesn't need back in the cupboard, but he can definitely make 8 bars of chocolate. Have we answered the question? Not yet. Nearly. But let me write this up here. So Oliver can make, how many bars did we say? Make 8. 8 bars. Now I keep saying bars of chocolate, but they're bars of chocolate, fruit, and nut. 8 bars, that's all I'll say. Oliver can make 8 bars. The question is, what is the maximum weight of complete chocolate bars? So really, put simply, what is the weight of all the chocolate bars Oliver can make? Well, we know 1 chocolate bar is 10 grams. Oliver can make 8 bars. 1 chocolate, yes, 1 chocolate is 10 grams. Oliver can make 8 bars. So we'll just get our 8 times 10 grams is 80 grams. So the weight of all of the chocolate bars that he can make is 80 grams. Now, there are a few different ways of working this out, but I really wanted to think of a way that you could try and visualize it for it to make sense. And if you got lost somewhere along the way, go back and pause the video and write it down at the same time that I'm writing it down, because sometimes when we write things down, it really goes into our brain. And if you feel that you really have got a good grasp of it, then try this question here. To make a trial mixed snack bar, Mia uses the ratio of 3 grams of raisins, 2 grams of almonds, and 5 grams of cereal. She has 31 grams of raisins, 18 grams of almonds, and 47 grams of cereal. What is the maximum weight of complete snack bars she can make? So the process is the same as what we have just done now. So try it independently first. And then if you're struggling, play my video at the same time and follow the process I used for this Oliver's question. So I hope this helped. It is a tricky one. So well done for listening and trying to follow the video. And if you have complete understanding, fantastic. If you're nearly there, fantastic.